long time. Um, and they both have some very, very successful families on the app. TGK, as we all know, run by Big Country, Top Badge, and MSL run by Brody, also Top Badge. And we're going to talk dynamics today. We're going to talk a few different aspects of what families bring, and and the kind of the do's and the don'ts, right? That's what this show's about, is the do's and the don'ts of streaming. So we're gonna bring it into the family perspective. Country, whenever you're ready, man, you can hop into the box, and we'll get you in there. If you need a couple more minutes, just let me know. Have you guys had much experience with families on the app? I know that, like me personally, I've had quite a bit of experience. I've run a family myself. I had the Good Vibe Tribe, TGK and HSR. Yeah, see. I had the Good Vibe Tribe with myself. What's going on, Fred? Hop in the box whenever you're ready. And yeah, like for me personally, that family blew up. It absolutely blew up. It was a very, very big family very, very quickly. And there was things that, in retrospect, now that I look at it in retrospect, I wish that I had done things a little bit differently with that family, because we grew way too fast for the people that we had kind of running the show, and mistakes were made. And like, it was a definite learning experience for me. Not every family that comes onto the app is a family that sticks around and is around forever. And, some of them implode. That phase, we've seen quite a few, haven't we, Sharkbait? It's really, really difficult to maintain a family. It is. It's you got to have people around you that are in support of what you're trying to do, and that have experience kind of handling with people. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Without further ado, I got the man right here, the legend,
Yes, sir, about
TGK,
that.
TGK's own Big Country.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Sorry, man, I had my show, man, and
Yeah, you're good, brother. You're good.
yeah, what's going on, y'all? I'm here for all the questions.
There we go, man. There we go. Hey, man, it's a pleasure having you on my show yet again, man. You and
Yeah.
Masterpiece did the pilot episode for me, man. So I appreciate you coming back. I think we're episode 9 now. So it's great having you back on the show again.
Amen,
Um,
amen.
Tonight we're talking about families, and kind of the dynamic that the family aspect on the app brings, right? So
Oh
I think
man,
it brings a big dynamic here.
yes.
Deborah, welcome in, guys. If I see you and I don't say something, it's not because I'm not, appreciative of you being here or seeing you. It's just, make conversation with my guests. Feel free, please, to hit everybody you guys see with a favorite, and also favorite my guests as well. Right now we got TGK, Big Country in the house.
Let's go, let's go, let's go,
So why don't
let's
you
go.
why don't you why don't you start it off by telling us just about a little bit about yourself? If you got any events, shows, that kind of stuff to plug,
Yeah,
and
man.
your family.
Um. So yeah, my name is Big Country, man. I'm a small fry on the app. You know what I mean? so so a little bit about me, man. I push positivity. There's no boundaries when it comes to positivity. Only thing I set boundaries that I don't set boundaries for is positivity, man. So, but yeah, a little bit about me, man. I love doing things for the community, man. I'm all about the community, King. So, like homeless events, for example, I did quite a few of those on the app. And I love fellowship, man. I love doing fellowship. I host a cruise every single year. Um, Anybody can go, man. Anybody can go. You ain't gonna be no new streamer, old streamer, you do whatever. Anybody can go. Bring a family member. They ain't gotta be no streamer. Just bring a family member. It's all about getting to know one another. We're doing a cruise in November, man. We're going to
November.
Jamaica, November 16th to the 22nd, man. You can hit me up if you guys want to get on that. And we also we're thinking about throwing a camping trip in the play as well, man. So we're doing like a little camping trip for the streamers, man. So we're doing
When?
that. We got to set the date for it, man. And we're gonna pick the location, but we're gonna do like we're thinking about doing a Airbnb treehouse. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Out in the woods. So we just doing little stuff like that, man. But just be on the tune for that. And other than that, man, my family. So here's the thing. Um, I was TGK before the app. This just not made up. Like TGK is not a family. It's a movement. You know, it's a movement for anyone, man. Like, and it stands for Trust God Kingdom. You know what I mean? The God kind. So, um, I was doing this. I used to jump in people's boxes, talking about God. You know what I mean? TG, you gonna see a little TGK emblem, man. But when it comes to that, man, it comes with especially that tag, that acronym comes with a lot of discord. You know what I mean? Because what I believe in and how I move, right? Because people put me on a pedestal, and I want to make it clear. I am no different than anybody else. I make mistakes, I hurt, I go through pain, I get angry. You know what I mean? Like, I'm no different than no one else, man. It's just the fact that I love Jesus. I love talking about him. You know what I mean? I just enjoy talking about him. You know what I mean? That is the thing. I'm not afraid. If nobody come to my stream, I'm still gonna talk my trap about Jesus, man. You know what I mean? So TGK is a movement, man. And I will say a lot of families can agree to this. A lot of people do it for the clout. I seen people that just ask for the tag. You know what I mean? That's in the beginning. Now I move different. But ask for the tag and people move different. They want to be in the tag just to be in the family because you have a high profile streamer,
hmm.
right? And
Yeah.
they want to move just to be in the family. Don't even know what it means.
Hmm.
Don't know what it stands for, right? So now it's like I came to people like, listen, you got to remove that tag because you ain't finna sit here and cuss nobody out and talk about somebody's mama, and and then the first thing they say country. I hear it all the time. Uh, that's how your family move. That's how y'all get down. You know what I mean? Because they know what we stand for. And
Hmm.
but at the end of the day, man, you know my slogan, man. Never stop being a good person because of bad people.
Yep.
Never,
That part. That
never
part.
stop. Never stop.
It's funny that you say, I like how you phrased that. It's was not a family initially.
Yeah,
It's always been a movement.
it's a movement,
And
man.
and I love that. And I think that there's a few different families on here that carry that same perception. And I love to see that. I think that it's great. I think that it's something that this app needs more of. Things that we believe in, that we can connect with. Religious faith is definitely something that we can all connect with.
And we learn a lot from each other. Iron sharpens iron. You know what I mean? So I want to give you an example, right? People that really rock with me, like, you know what I mean? The families broke up and they exposed each other.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
it happens all the
But
time.
but we don't. It's people don't no longer in my family. But we walk peacefully, walk our ways away because we understand each other. Like, no, number one, you never bring a private issue to a public platform. We'll talk this thing out and be cordial about it. And I'm wrong, you're wrong, and God is always right, and we move our way. That's it. You know what I mean? But like when you see people have a personal vendetta, get upset to try to assassinate your character, stain your name, we don't try to do that, man. Me personally, I never will. I would never, ever, ever. You can talk bad about me all you want to. You know why? Because I'm doing something right. Like,
Yeah.
and I don't retaliate or I don't say anything back. You know what end up happening? They come back to me and say, "Country, I apologize. I was wrong for standing your name. You never said nothing bad about me. You know what I mean? Like, you moving with integrity, man. And that's the thing about family. Like, if you people go, I see people just join a group or join a family because they got high gifters in their family, or they see somebody gift and they want to be in there, or a streamer see this person just constantly gifting you. You know what I mean? And they want to be in the family because no, I don't move that way. No, 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 no. It's not a given. It's an earn. You
Yeah,
know what I
and that's something like I'm a part of three separate families on this app.
mean? Yeah, I can't do it.
Not one, not two, but not three, but three. That's where I'm at. I rock with MSL, I rock with Mango Mafia, and I rock with HSR because the leaders of those families, the people that are the heads of those families, I rock with those people. And then through the interaction, I've learned about all of the rest of them. Like there's
So
people I
you
haven't
feel
even met.
so you not in the field. You just associate. That's who you support. What you saying?
Well, yeah, like HSR is
Oh yeah,
something that
yeah.
I definitely get down with. Me and Masterpiece have an extremely close relationship off
Facts.
the app,
Big
right? So
facts.
like he's like family. So that's the way that I look at it, right? He's like family. I want to be a part of that.
Yeah,
Flow, same thing. It's the exact same thing with Flow, man. Him and I have an extremely close connection off the app. Because of that, like I rock with him on the app.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no.
Brody, Brody's family was a little bit of a different thing for me. I rocked with Brody's family when I first got on the app because of Chish and Phipps. Chish and Phipps and I developed a very, very close friendship, and I was a part of that family until we had a falling out, and they asked me to take it out of my tag, and I said, yeah, no, like no problem, man. It's no disrespect, and no hard feelings or anything like that. 6 months later or 7 months later, Brody came back to me. He took one of my millies not too long ago, and he said, I want you to keep MSL in your name going forward, man. I've learned about you and I've watched you and I rock with you.
yeah. That's what's. I love that though, man.
Like,
That's grace right there, bro.
right.
That's
And
grace.
like that the family dynamic these are people that you'll see me in their streams. You'll see me interacting with people around those streams
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people that are around the family. And like, I think that that's a really, really good dynamic for the app. It gives
It
us a
is.
kind of a perspective, right? Well,
Yeah.
if he's rocking, if he's got such a good name, Real Deals has such a good name, and he's rocking with this person, well, maybe I should go and check out that person, or I should go and check out this person because they're rocking the same families.
Right.
So
I don't even shoot against HR. I don't even shoot against them. Like that's family to me, and MSL too as well. Like because like Brody, if you guys want to know the backstory about MSL, Brody didn't even have that name, so it was TGK, right? I'm Brody was with me when my son got shot. Now, but more support because I'm in California at that moment. I'm outside. We on the phone. He said, "Country." So what do you think about MSL, bro? That music say live. Yeah, I'm with it. Cause Brody, we did our first homeless event together, the very first one ever done, and like I would say like that is my brother, man. Like you know what I'm saying. Him, Masterpiece. You don't see Nick Styles on here no more, but Nick Styles is
I
another one.
remember Nick when I first got on the app. Nick was still around.
Yeah, 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 yeah. What's up, Authentic? Man, look, man, we got my people in here. Yeah, man. So like, I do rock with them, but I do want to say this though: if a people gonna rock with them, man, carry yourself well, man, because if you can't go around saying you rock with them and people move differently, you know what I mean? Like, I really people need to understand that because it's a bad reflection on them. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you rock with some high profile streamers or really good families, like you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that I
Move
met you.
correctly.
Correct, correct. But like Masterpiece brought a lot of good people together. But me and Pastor Masterpiece can agree to disagree on a lot of things. I don't go to certain people because I personally, I personally do things a little different. Meaning that like if I see somebody, a person may be good to you but not good for you. If that makes sense, you know what I mean? Like I can see a person just the way they talk, the way they carry. I can't do it. I can't. You know what I mean? But like they may be good off the app. You know what I mean? So I might just say, call when you get off the app. You know what I mean? I ain't going in your stream. Like that's the some type of relationship you have like that. But Matt, it's nothing. I'm like you. It's nothing I wouldn't do for him. You know what I mean? But his family, MSL, you know what I mean? I rock with them heavy, man. You know what I mean? And then I just wanted people to understand, like I've been knowing Brody for a long time. Day one is not when I first met him, because I first met him. I got videos, you know what I mean? When I ain't have a top badge, he didn't either. You know what I mean? And then those are not day ones to me. A day one is when you meet a person and they the exact same way since the day you met them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
same way you met. Absolutely. But yeah, I love Daniel. Man, I have a close connection with Daniel, but I don't have a connection like that like between me and Brody. Daniel, I rock with Daniel heavy. But like I know I have conversation with Brody, you know what I mean? And Masterpiece off the app. I don't talk to Brody, but me and Brody are doing the homeless event. I mean, we are doing the cruise event together. And you know what I mean? But we got close over the past, last year because of becoming his judge. But even Real Deal. I mean, me and Real Deal got close as well. I always knew Real Deal, and it's all in timing. It's all in God's timing. You may see a person for 2 years, and you know what I'm saying, hey, how you doing? But then maybe something went down, caused us to connect real heavy. You know what I mean? So
Big
like
facts. Big
it's
facts.
just the way it's designed, man. And I love my community, man. We're not big either. I don't have a big community. Like that's the thing. Like I don't have a big.
You got so many people around you, man. You really
No, no,
do. A lot
no,
of
no,
people,
no.
a lot of good support.
No, what I mean, like community, like family wise. If you type in TGK, you're not gonna get many.
Oh,
But
right. Okay. Yeah. I
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
seen
yeah,
a boatload. I've seen quite a few people with
yeah.
TGK.
You don't, yeah, you probably see the same, but TGK probably one of the most impactful influencers on the app. You know what I mean? Because we push positivity to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? So you might see those impact because at the end of the day, it's not how big your diamonds is, it's not how big your love is. The real question is, if you leave tomorrow, who have you impacted? That is the question. Who have you impacted? Because there's some people way higher than me, and they leave tomorrow, they ain't impacted nobody.
Yep.
If that's something you
Big
stand
fact.
for.
Big
You know
fact,
what I
though.
mean? So
Big
who are you
fact.
impacting when you leave? You know what I mean? So like I just think that it is a beautiful thing. And I'm gonna tell you something. If I see your family, or for example, if you have family of Masterpiece family, if I see them move differently, I'm going to tell them like Masterpiece, hey,
Yeah,
because
this is
I hold
different
it.
from what you
That's right.
stand for, man. And that's
Yeah,
called respect, right?
yeah,
That
yeah,
that's a,
yeah,
that's a huge respect, and a lot of people just waltz right by. They see people acting a fool, man, with
mm,
different tags in their name, and they just go about it. They don't give a shit. So,
yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think that that's a stand up thing, man. Really, really quick. Welcome to Streaming 101, guys. I'm your host, Real Deal. It's every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight we're talking about families. I got one of the best and biggest that I've seen on this app, man, right here in the box. TGK Big
Appreciate that.
Country. We got MSL Brody coming in a little bit. Like the dynamic of families, like we've talked a little bit about, and I think that Brookie said something down there. I just wanted to touch on really quick. TGK isn't a gifting community. It's not about the family itself. Is not about gifting. It's about a movement, right?
It is.
And that's what you've stated as well. The movement is positivity and the power in Jesus, right? And that's
Yeah.
that's what you're pushing out there.
Could-
And
ima-
I love to see it. I love to see it. I think that people, you're absolutely right. People do get into the family like the family part of this app for clout,
They
to
do.
further themselves and to further their streaming careers and whatever else, right? Um, the 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 part for me that really stands out in family is that word family, right? And just being there, whether it's through gifting on the app, whether it's moral support off the app in some type of situation, whether it's to be there to congratulate on whatever, just all the different things that we do with the people that we care about, right? And that's where I tie the family like that aspect into streaming. It's
I
just
rock
being
with it,
there.
man. I rock. You have an amazing people, but we all like I said, like man, between me, MSL, Masterpiece, man, we pretty good, man. We doing pretty good, bro.
We
You know what I
got the
mean? Don't,
mafia in there. We got the Mango Mafia in there now too, man, for flow.
yeah,
Really, really,
yeah,
really, really quick free flow. Big hashtag free flow. Hopefully
yeah.
we can get
I
that
see.
figured out.
Yeah. I see all the little shenanigans online, man. I pray for him, man, and find peace, though. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
get that straightened out. But I just want to
absolutely.
say though, man, like it is tough, man. It is tough because like we get stuff. people want to see you fall. People pray on you and people pray for you. You know what I mean? So they
Yep.
definitely want to see your family fall. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, they definitely got what they were after with him.
yeah. You know,
In a sense, like they got him away, but Mango Mafia is still running rampant and strong. So, and it will
that's good.
continue. It will continue to until he gets back, man. I don't know if you've had much interaction with Flo or not, man, but
No, I
he's a
mean, Flo,
really good human.
he is, man. I actually put in a word for him for his top badge, man. So, and they screwed him on the top. We try to fix it up
Yep.
for the top badge situation. But you know, I stay in my own lane. I don't go in there. I stay in my own lane, man. If and that's the thing. I don't worry about traffic. I stay in my own lane. But people that know me know me. You know what I mean? Or a lot of people come to my stream for prayer because that's what it's known for. You know what I mean? Or just get positivity. You know. But at the end of the day, man, just again, just continue being a good person, man. It's a lot harder to stay positive, man. It's a lot harder to stay. It's some work. It's a lot of work, man. You know.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
hey,
When
Deborah.
when you started on the app and like TGK was already something that you were rolling with, how did you influence that into something of a family dynamic here?
I honestly just so happened. It so happened. It was. I just used TGK, man, and people saw the way I move and how I did things. And believe it or not, man, role models was I was the first tag role model ever put in her name in a bio. Me
Oh,
before
okay.
anybody, before FC, before you know what I'm saying, because like she saw how I was moving. Not nothing against FC because they sisters, right? So none of that. It's just how what she believed in, how I was doing things, right? So the thing is, man, like I have to go to people's stream and say, you know, I don't want to talk about God in my stream because I don't want to offend nobody.
Nah,
People offend even people just talking about their mother and father, or you know what I mean? Like, hey, look, because you talk about something, so like it's just one of them things, man. Like I feel like I asked God to say, hey, listen, give me a place that I can call your name out and let everybody know who you are. And I never knew it was a platform. Cause like right now, you can ask anybody in this comment. If you guys don't mind me, ask you guys in the comment. If you guys going through something, put a one in the comment. You at least gonna get two people every single time.
oh,
Every single
100%. 100%.
absolutely. You get what I
And
mean? So
it's nothing to be ashamed of, man. Everybody goes through stuff,
absolutely, right?
and
Me,
on
even
a
myself.
day-to-day basis, I'm going through stuff right now, man. Like, we
You get
all
what I'm
are.
saying? So
And it's
so
not
here,
always bad either. It's not always bad stuff we're going through. I'm going through some stuff that's really good in my life right now as well. No,
yeah. But you know, the thing is, bro. So what I'm trying to say is, my place is a safe haven. I don't judge. I ain't gonna talk about nobody. You ain't gonna see nobody talk about nobody. It's a safe place to positive. But here is the thing: those people put a one in the comment. Just imagine they next to you, right? And this person, John, started talking about glad your mom died and your kids did this and kids did. Now you don't know that person. Cotton Candy just lost a relative, or Jen just lost her job and on the verge of losing. Like you don't know what caliber people going through. So that's why I refuse. I cannot put myself in a position to get around somebody that talk about somebody, man. Like I can't, you know. Like I love accountability, man. I'm big on accountability because real deal, I can't even call myself your friend if I can't hold you accountable.
that part.
I
That
can't.
part. Yeah, no, I agree
You know
wholeheartedly.
what I
I
mean?
think accountability is missing in today's society, big time.
Yeah. You got a lot of yes people, man, and that's
And there's a
another
lot
thing
of
too.
blamers. There's a lot of people that put their then like that's I think it boils down to projection. They project their own shortcomings and their own faults and whatever situations that they might not be handling correctly. They project that onto other people, and you
Amen.
see it.
Amen.
You see that in a day-to-day basis on this app. Um, I think that's why it's good to have these. Like this is another reason why the family is that perspective is so good because you literally as a leader of a family you have the ability to kind of to dictate where that narrative and where that line can be drawn with the people that surround you.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? You said it honestly. I don't. I even tell them I'm no leader. I'm no leader. You know what you're doing. Just be around us, because he says bad company corrupts good character. So I'm no I tell people, you ain't got to come to me for anything. You know your judgment. I'm no leader at all. We're a movement for real, for real. Like, you make your own decision, but before you make that decision, that rational decision, ask yourself, would your people do it? Would you really would you condemn yourself? Would you find yourself guilty? Would it make you feel some type of way if you make those decisions? If you do, then don't do it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, when it comes to like coming together and what we should agree to disagree on, or if we do something, we come together. We come together, you know what I mean? As
Big
one.
facts.
But like, when it comes to leader, like somebody came and put it, like, for example, like Cotton, I'm gonna use Cotton Candy Brookie for example, right? If they see somebody that's really, really good, and somebody ought to say, hey, I would love to get a TGK in your neck, I hope they know what that means and what it means to me. For us, like, that name, that's like working for a law firm and you acting a fool outside your job, and they see the law firm written on there, and you go, you know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
you make good judgment, because I'm not there all the time. You know what I mean?
It's about representation, right? The
Yes.
TGK is not just a movement; it's your movement. It's something
Amen.
that you brought here and that you brought
Amen.
onto this application. So the people that are rocking that TGK, and in you know, in retrospect of that, are definitely representations of your
Me.
idea and you.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. But you know, I seen families get upset because a person get the tag, and you got to go to them and put the tag in. No, I trust you. This is all trust. I trust you. If you say this person it is what it is. I trust you. And if it goes south, I'm going to you. We got to talk. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just
Yep.
how it is. You know,
Big facts.
I'm not gonna let anybody in there, but my job, somebody come to me directly. But I trust you. If we get in a position, me to trust you to make decisions, say, you know what, you good. You know what I mean? It's a movement, man. And then, you know,
That part.
at the end of the day, love on each other, man. We gotta stop putting each other down so much, man. Especially men. Men they just put each other
Ripping
down.
on one another, man. Ripping on one another.
Man.
So evident, like, let's not even talk outside of that. Let's just talk about the app. On this app, it is so rampant and so evident on this place. Keep cutting each other down, men in particular, going after other men. This place would be such a different place, man, if people just learned to have just a little bit of common respect. Common
Please.
respect.
That part. And you know, and it takes a family that move that way though. Like, you can't settle. Like, I'm not gonna settle because you give me diamonds. Like, I literally, somebody came in my stream. I was a high streamer. He was like top 10 on my board at the time. And because you give me, you feel like you can say whatever you want. No, 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 no. Because one person got his first ring, 21, right? He got 21. And I was happy in the mouth when he got 21 left, man. You know what I mean? But the person that was how am I talking, like, you know what, get your bag up. You got to get some more ring. And I didn't like it. So you know what I did? Called him up on the side. Said, listen, you owe that man an apology. Like, that man, you just took that man whole shine away. I'm
Yep.
talking about he's my top 5. You know what I mean? But like, took his whole shine away. I called and said, he said, I ain't apologizing nothing. So you know what I did? I said, if you can't apologize or nothing, you can't come back. Period.
That's called accountability right there, and being accountable.
Yeah. And that's how
And
you do it, man.
and I think maybe standing up for what your family represents, right?
What's right?
Your family represents positivity and pushing that to the fullest
Yeah, man.
through
Yeah.
Jesus, right?
Yes, sir.
That's
Yeah.
not how people that are around you and in your family are going to be acting. And that's
A lot of people don't talk about Jesus as much as I do, but all I want them to just push positivity, man. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, but a lot of people come to my shit don't even they know they love Jesus. They come to hear me talk, but they don't push it like I do. All I ask them do, push positivity. Just push it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
I love
be
that,
a
man.
good person, man.
I
You know what I
love
mean?
that. That's really, really good, man. Really, really quick, guys. Welcome to Streaming 101. I'm your host, Real Deal. Every Friday nights, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern Standard Time. Tonight we're talking about the family dynamic, kind of the ins and outs of it too. We're getting some pretty deep perspectives here about, what families can represent to people and, the
Yeah.
accountability of it. Please make sure you favor my guests tonight, Big Country. And also, if you want to be a guest on the show, feel free to reach out to Lucky Mama, Beard Raider, Moji J, Masterpiece, or myself. We all have Instagram. Feel free to reach out, and we can definitely get you on a future show.
Yeah,
Uh,
I love this show, man. I love this show, man, because give people a different perspective from different avenues and different streamers, man.
yeah, and getting some success, getting the success tips. I think like you've had a fair amount of success on here. I've
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
fair
yeah.
amount of success on here. Like the guests that I've had recently, like in the past here, have had success on here. And it's about flipping that around and being able to share it with other people so that they can have success too, right?
Yes,
And I- and I- and I
100%.
and I love it. I love doing this show. We're gonna keep going with it. It's not stopping. Let's touch on that a little bit actually
God
about
should
the
have a lot of love
success.
and spirit and peace. Appreciate you. You know what time it is, God. No, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing,
Oh,
man. You
not
know what I
yet.
mean? And like I just enjoy like just people just learn. You know what? If you're smart, you sit around and learn something.
That's right.
God gave us two ears and one mouth, more hearing and less talking. You know what I mean? Like you can talk less. All you gotta do is sit. You can learn. You know what I mean?
That part.
Yeah. So when you get to a point that you want to learn, especially when you're around good people, man, like you, Masterpiece, and Brody, like Daniel, that's my guy, man, and just being around good people, man. I get joy to see other people winning. Like you have people that say even like for clout, bro. This is crazy. They be doing it for clout for the wrong reasons. I can name a few people that won my name, and then they didn't get the type of attention because they moved different. Because we come in there and chill, and they wanted gifts. You know what I mean? And I love gifting. I love gifting, man. I just give according. If you come rock with me heavy, I'm coming back. You know what I mean? But then they go to another family. My man. You know what I mean? That further lets me know what their whole vendetta is. They just further lets me know how they move, what they plan on doing, their intentions, and I let my people know, man. Look, no, that's one person you gotta,
Got to
you know what I
watch out
mean?
for those people. And see, again, that's another good part of the family dynamic is that as a leader of a family or being a part of a family, when you see how other people move and you experience how other people move, if you feel like it's detrimental, it's not just yourself that you can keep away from this stuff. You have the ability, being a part of that dynamic, that you can let other people know, hey man, that person might not be what we're looking for or what you're looking for. It sure as heck is what I'm not looking for. So I just want to let you know as somebody that's family to me, right? And like
Yeah.
I love the family aspect. I think that it can also there can be another side to it, which why don't we touch on that really really quick? And
I'm
I think
ready.
that I think that you actually brought it up um, about like families disbanding and it just all going, everybody trying to expose everyone.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Like there is a different side to being a part of a family, and especially a family that maybe isn't necessarily succeeding at what they're trying to do.
You know what's
That
really crazy? If people start doing it, making them sign a contract, if you leak any information, you definitely end up losing your. If you can sign a contract, you can go that toward. You can take that to the app because you can't even record if you're in California. You can literally take that for what it is, man. Because you giving when you like right now, and me and you on the same boat. And me and Master P separate. That man got so much information on me.
mhm,
He know me. We
yep,
we 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 vet each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
big fact. So that's a big fact, and that's something that
yeah, yeah.
keep an
And he
eye
he
out,
won't.
right? Like keep your eyes open for these types of people that you think might like they might not be necessarily the best to have in the family, and like red signs are
Correct.
given. I think those red flags are given. You can
Correct.
see them clear as day.
Correct, man. And I'd say you got to be careful who you vent to, because you got to remember it's other vents in the room. You got to be
Yep.
careful who you vent to, man. I don't vent to everybody, man. I'm very, you know what I'm saying, select who I vent to, because even people I know, I just can't go, and I'm not on that level with them like that, because you know what I mean. It's just that feeling. But when you get, especially when men, if a man open up, you winning. So like when it comes to this app, man, like I just tell people, be careful. But people got to stop settling, giving people a chance. They messed up and doing it again, and mess up and they go and do it again. And I don't like all the yip yapping, because I look, you can't trust nobody to bring a proper issue to a public platform. Like I don't do all that. I don't
Yep.
like all that
Yep.
other stuff, man.
I totally agree. I think that, especially when it comes to outside the app, family members and children and, like private information that shouldn't be on here, leave
Man,
it off
yeah.
of here. Leave it off. And a lot of
Leave it.
people, they miss that, man. And especially when, like, if for instance, a family, you know, disembarks
Yeah,
from one
man.
another, man, and all their private information that's been shared between these family members is all of a sudden public knowledge for everyone.
Man, that's critical to your family, especially someone you built on this app. You know what I mean? Like, it's critical, man. It's critical. Like I said, man, if you keep your nose clean. Like if you decide to go in, like, I can't do, man. Listen, I keep my nose clean. I'm gonna just leave it like that, man. I don't deal. I can't go to other people's streams that move that way. I may say hi to them by seeing them, but like, I want to keep my nose clean. I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it for my whole community.
Yeah,
Like,
100%. You're a representation, man. You're a leader
yeah,
of a really, really well-known and respected family on here.
hey man,
And
I
you are
appreciate it,
very
man.
well known and respected on here. So to go in and be doing things that you publicly speak against, like that shows an inconsistency, right? And
Yeah, man.
I don't think I could ever see you doing that. So
Nah,
I've never
I can't.
I've never seen, and I've known you for quite some time on this app, and I've never seen you move in that type of manner
Yeah,
ever.
yeah. I
So,
correct my
that's
people all the time, man. Like we can't move like that. That's not right. Like, you know what I mean? It's right and wrong, bro. Like I can't, like, hold me accountable. I'm not perfect, you know what I'm saying? But hold me accountable. I don't move that way on the app, but like,
well, you don't move that way off the app. And I
I
think
know,
you would,
period. Absolutely.
right? And
100%.
that's, you bring that same energy, and that's, I think one of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
reasons why you and I connected the way that we did was because it's very like life off of the app is life on the app. It's no different, and we're not going to portray ourselves as something out there and then come on to here and be completely different.
Yeah. And people do that just to be accepted. Like people portray themselves, sell themselves just to be accepted by a family member. I mean, families on here. Like you would do everything that's going against your own integrity, your own morals, just to be accepted. And then when you accept, you still at the bottom of the barrel. You ain't up. You know what I mean? Like
Big
I seen,
facts. Big
you know,
facts.
yeah, man. I seen people drug my name and be the main one that did you wrong to make you feel good about something they did to you. No, no. You even make me feel good, but they end up coming back and apologizing. Little maturity, got matured. Even when I see them, I say hello because I'm at peace. You know what I mean? I don't say nothing. All you gonna get is a hello. Ain't no how you doing. If they speak to me, I say hello. But you move with integrity and morals, man. And that goes for any family member on here. And let me tell y'all something. Because you know a person doesn't make it right. You know your family member doing something wrong. Why you won't correct them? Let them know. Let
Yep.
them know, man. You
Hey,
know what
man,
I mean?
there's been times for me personally, man, with people that I rock with, and that I've had to correct them because I rock with you, and like this place is public. This is a public. Everybody's eyes are open and everybody's watching. And when I put myself out there as a certain human and a certain individual, if you're going against the grain of that sand, I'm saying something.
Thank you. Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's
Good.
necessary. It's necessary for your own image and for your
Yeah,
own inner core, man, to remain true to yourself.
And you can't question nothing that is real. Nobody can come to me about real deal. Like I'm gonna be real deal. I'm gonna make an executive decision. I'm real deal assistant executive FPO. Like you, I ain't finna let you talk. You know what I mean? Even if you're not here, I'm gonna hold you down when you're not there. That's what real friends do, man.
That
Like
part. Big
they hold
facts.
they hold each other down when you're not around. Like real friends will cuff you under the wing. Don't say it to the public. Like let me tell you how my family built. This is how the community is built. Okay, you got to look at it as like a tree. Let's use that like a tree. You in Canada. Every fall, the leaves fall off. Every fall, leaves fall off. That further lets me know some people in your life only for a season. They can't go. It's over with. That's it. Move on. Keep going. Then you got your branches. You got some people say rock with you some months here, and next thing you know, you hear this and hear that, and get into it. You apply enough pressure, the branch will break. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't handle it. I bet you they can't. You know what I mean? But the branch will break though. But here is the most beautiful thing about the people I love being around. You got the roots. You can't see the roots.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know they there. But they holding you down behind closed doors. And then if you cut off the tree, longer you connected with your people, the roots, the tree will still grow.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And those are the
Big
people
facts.
you need to be around.
Big facts.
Anytime somebody chop you down, try to knock you down, they gonna water you, make sure you good. You got to be seen. You don't want people don't even know you up, but they gonna give you the inspiration, lift you up. You know what I mean? They gonna constantly just tell you gonna be okay. Those are the people that you need to be around. Is the root. The root gonna be there forever because they help you grow. They really want to see you
and
grow.
They're great. They're great on this place in particular, and on Meet Me. These are the types of people that make great family members.
Absolutely, 100%.
The people that will be, and like I can speak on, like I know of quite a few individuals that if they hear somebody talking negatively about me, like in any way, shape, or form, they're on it like white on rice.
Man, I got a few too.
Yesterday, man, I was going around before I decided to stream, and I was hearing a lot of things about Flow. And every time I heard somebody speaking just absolute riffraff, I'm standing up and I'm saying something. Flow's not around. He ended up being around, but he wasn't around initially. That didn't change how I was going to deal with it. I definitely went and I handled biz for him, man, because he's my friend, and it doesn't matter whether or not he's there or not. I'm gonna stand on it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's how it should be. And like
that's family right there. That's how family moves, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I wanted to let you guys know something though. Even that's your family, y'all. Like you supposed to hold your family down. If you see your family doing something wrong, don't be that yes person, y'all. That's what stands. You let them know, like, hey, man, you can't move like that. You know what I mean? That's what friends do, man. You can't move like that. You get what I'm saying? So, like, that's what we need more people, man. Like, around, hold you down when you're not around. Representation. You know, because honestly, it's not the size of your circle; it's the loyalty that's in it.
Yeah, it's not the quantity. It's not the quantity. It's the quality.
You got some people in your circle, but not in your corner.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that is a part of the family dynamic that I think that a lot of us overlook.
Yeah.
Well, because they're part of the family that I rock with.
Absolutely.
They got my back, and they don't. Some people just don't. They're there because they're trying to further themselves.
Wolves in sheep clothing.
That's it. Wolves in sheep clothing.
Absolutely. Like you got people that will literally, when you over there praying, they praying with you, but they really praying on you. Mm-hmm. Like you know what I'm saying? I've been there. You know what I mean? Like, but at the same time, like, oh, you know me, never stop being a good person. Isn't it amazing when people try to throw dirt on your name and then your garden start to grow?
I love it. Yeah. Hey, isn't that it's people throwing dirt on your name, man, and then it's from that dirt sprouts a bunch of beautiful flowers, man.
Yeah,
yeah. I think that's the best. I
Yeah,
love
man.
that. That is
And don't
great for me.
and always communicate with your family though, man. Listen, never ignore your family members and your family on there. Never ignore them, man. If you can, just speak to them. Never ignore them, but knowing your family members, like you can't expect a beautiful place, right? You can't expect a beautiful place. It's like ignoring your plants that need water and expecting a beautiful garden. You can't ignore your family and expect a good relationship.
That part.
And then you know what I mean? And you expect a good relationship out of that. No. Like a plant need water. You
That's
got
right.
to treat it.
Just like relationships need to be nurtured. And
Absolutely.
you
100%.
need to show effort. Really, really quick, guys. Welcome to Streaming 101. I'm your host, Real Deal. It's every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please make sure that you favorite my guest of the show tonight, Big TGK, Big Country. We've been talking about families and the different dynamics that they bring in. Right near the end of the show, I always like to do this with the guests. Um, this is about sharing our experience and about sharing our success and, giving out tips and things that we think about, that maybe we've gone through a certain instance or an experience and, hey, man, I could have done something a little bit different. Is there anything that comes to mind as I'm saying these things that you would want to share with the people that are here? Because there's a lot of people in here that are streamers.
I just say, man, listen, don't let no one shift your integrity, man. Listen, if you lose your integrity, your morals, it's a problem. Let me tell you, don't devalue your mouth and your lips because you're going to. When I mean by devalue, you start saying things that are going against your integrity and your morals. The value of yourself goes down to the
That
point your
part.
mouth and what you say don't mean anything no more. It's just loose lips. Don't let no don't let no one devalue yourself, man. You stay increasing around others. Increase around others. You around good people, you will increase. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And don't
Big
be that
facts.
yes person. You know what I mean? So you stand on what's right, man. You stand on what's right. And again, you can never heal an environment that will always keep you sick. Surround yourself around people that really want to see you win, really want to see you grow. And
Yep.
you because you know a person, they may be good to you, but not good for you. You see they move the way it moves around somebody else. Like I can't do it. So if you got your own niche, man, you and communicate, man. Communicate. If you don't see something right, tell them. It goes a long way. They might not like it at the moment, but it goes a long way when you speak to them that come from a genuine place, right?
That
I
part.
can't speak.
That's a big fact. There's been times for me personally where I've had somebody reach out to me off the app and tell me, "Hey man, I didn't like that. I didn't like what I seen out of you. It's not normal out of you." And in the moment when I read the message, I was like, "What the hell is that? What the hell is this?" And I didn't pay any mind to it. And then like a week later, looked at the same message and was like, they were actually right, and they were looking
Yeah,
out for me because
amen,
they
amen.
actually care. They're, it's okay. We're humans, man. We make mistakes, you know. But recognizing when somebody is taking the time to say, "Hey, man, this isn't correct. This isn't how you should be moving," because it's not you. That
That's
comes
right.
from a place to care, man. And really listen to those words. Listen to what people have to say, especially people that show that they care, because
Yes.
they care, right?
Yeah,
At
I
the
got a
end of the
few of
day.
those in my got a few. I appreciate you having me, man. Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate you being here. I haven't heard from Brody. I'm not quite sure what happened for him.
I stuck
Um,
around on purpose, bro. I stuck around on purpose.
I
Yeah, yeah,
appreciate it,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
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 I messaged him and he didn't respond back.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think something must have come up. But I really appreciate you
No, no,
pulling up and being
no.
here, man. Guys, if you
Yeah.
don't know Big Country, please make sure you favorite him. He's got a show that he's doing. It's feature approved
It,
now, right?
no, we just had a meet. It will be. Hey, man.
Feature approved every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Men take a seat. It is a really, really good show. I've been a
Hey,
guest on it a couple times.
yes, I
It
favor you. Oh, one more announcement though. I got one more announcement, man. I am I will be I will be officially a travel agent, man. So for cruises, planes, hotels. I will be the website will be up. I'm trying to put it up. Meet me right now, man. To maybe they could use my platform, man. I mean, use my website for people to get they flights and they hotels and you know what I mean. So officially, man, you know, take the courses to do that. So I will be there as well. And also, I had Financial Fridays. Financial Friday was not it won't consider for you because you're in Canada. But Financial Fridays, y'all, I do that. I'm gonna have to do it probably during the day or I do it Thursday. But Financial Fridays, I teach people how to repair their credit. You know what I mean? I have a program that I use to help people repair the credit, get some funding. So I'm bringing that back, man. I
I
had
love that. That's a great, great
yeah,
idea. If you
yeah,
guys
man.
don't know this king, I don't know what you're doing, man. Hit him with a
Yeah,
favor because like that is content right there. That's
yeah,
content.
yeah. So we doing that. We
Trying to
cranking that
help
bad,
people,
but
man. I love that, bro. I love
yeah,
that,
man,
man.
we got
That
to,
is
man.
awesome.
We got to, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of education when it come to credit, man. And I got a program that outside of the work. That's what I was doing, man. I made a lot, man. But my friend, but not even friend, associate, one social mind just got over me, man, and I lost a lot. I lost everything. So God's timing, man. 3 years later, man, I ran across a guy. He said, "Look, let's do this. I'm here now. I've seen his work. And now I have a bigger platform because some people right now, people got bad credit, don't know, can't get a car or a house, or you need help get funding. Or I even tell you right now, if you guys don't have, if you streamers in here, turn this thing to an LLC. You know, go to biz.com. You know what I'm saying? Legal Zoom. They'll do all your
I've already
LLC for you.
I did that here in Canada so that
Yeah,
I was exempt from the United States government trying to because they tried to tax me on it on the
yeah,
earnings that I've had through this app, and so I learned from that, and that was within the first 6 months of me streaming on here that they tried to do that. So
yeah, yep, yep,
I
yep.
quickly formed an LLC, and being in Canada, if you have an LLC and you are a resident of Canada, you are actually exempt from the taxation in the US. So
There you go, y'all. Y'all now look, y'all learned something today. Hey, learn.
that
Now you
part,
learned something, man. But listen,
that part.
credit thing is good, man. I have partners everywhere across the United States, man. Help you get your car. They'll ship the car to your house. Like I'm plugged in already. I got because I'm already used. You know
Here,
what I mean? I already kept that type of stuff around, man. But I'm bringing that back. And also, if you guys want to go on a cruise, please hit me up, man. It's only $615 for 6 days. You can make a small payment low as $50 down. You got to August 18th to pay the rest of it off. It's only 600 and
when
some
is it?
dollars.
What's the initial payment, and when does that have to be in by?
$50. You can do it right now. But the longer you go, you just got to pay it out by August 17th. So you can do it now, start tomorrow. You got to August
Okay.
17th to pay it off. And we got people, coming from Canada going on the cruise. And
Yeah, I think I want to bring my girl on that cruise,
yeah,
man. I think
yeah,
that would be
man, yeah,
really
man.
fun.
Oh, man, we would love to have you on, bro. We would love to have you on.
Yeah, I think
And
we
then
we would have a blast.
$50 down per person, bro. You'll get your room. You got to August 18th to pay it, and you locked in. You know what I
Sounds
mean?
like a plan. It
Yeah,
sounds like a plan to me.
yeah. And you're going to 3 different places. All you
So
can eat.
where does it start? Thank you, Dirk.
We leave out of Miami.
Okay, leave out of Miami and head
Ocho,
to where?
Ocho Rio, Grand Cayman Island, and Cozumel. So we're going to Jamaica, man. We all over the place, man. We going. It's amazing. It's like she was on here on one of my last one, so she was on the last cruise. We had a blast, man. It was just good fun. People enjoy, and it's cheap. Less than $100 for you can't get a hotel room less than $100.
Yeah, no, no, you
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So
can't.
like all you can eat going to 3 different places, $600 some dollars. Sign me up.
Good company, good fellowship. It sounds like a blast, and yeah, I'm definitely
Oh,
down to get into the mix for that.
we'll be performing too. So if any artists, I have it set up where you can perform on the cruise. You'll be able to perform on the cruise. So Daniel, he's going top at Daniel. So my goal is we're gonna do a video. The people that's on the cruise, y'all gonna be in the video. We're gonna shoot a video and gonna make that thing, put it out on YouTube. It's gonna be big, man. It's gonna be big.
And that sounds
It's gonna
phenomenal.
be big.
If you
Yeah, yeah,
guys
yeah.
don't know this king right
What's
here,
up,
make
bro?
sure. make sure you hit him up with a favor, please. TGK Big Country, brother. It's always a pleasure to have you around,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know what it is. Do you
Yes,
have
sir.
any
Yes.
auctions or battles or any of that kind of stuff coming up?
I have an auction April 5th, y'all. It's my first auction that I ever did. What up, y'all? Bro, I love you, man. My first auction ever, man. It's a different auction, right? You know, I always think outside the box. So um it's called a traffic light auction, right? So what it is, you wear that color, red, yellow, or green that day. Red means you're taken. You're in a relationship. Okay.
Okay.
If you got yellow on, it's a
I guess it's
situation.
good. I'm wearing the reds. I
So,
love that.
yellow is situationship. You know what I mean? Friends or whatever, or whatever the case may be. And green means you're single. You know what I mean? So you
Yep.
put on those three right there, and we good to go. And also, I created the auction is not for the streamer itself, because I'm gonna give 20K to not to the highest streamer, have the highest auction. I am giving 20K for the streamer that has the most bidders. How many people pull up? So it's not about you can have two. You can
Okay.
have two people shoot 500K. It's hard to beat that, right? You ain't got no high streamers like that. So now it's all about who have the most bidders. If you have 10 bidders, somebody bid, 10 people bid, count that as 10. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So it's all about the people, man. So it's not about how much damage
When
you
is
did in the
that? When are you doing that auction?
April 5th. So if you can get in it, man, it'd be awesome. I'll make room for you,
I'd
man.
love. I'd love. I'm part of Freaky D's Battle Royale the day before, man.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
would,
yeah,
lo- I
yeah.
would, I would love to get in the mix of that, but I committed to Freaky back
Oh
in
no, yeah, yeah.
time, so we got to pull up for that. And I actually, speaking of auctions, I have one tonight. I'm part of Colio's stream, her welcome back
What
auction
time your
that she's
auction?
doing. It's in 35 minutes.
Oh wait, let me get out. Handle your business. Send a blast.
Hey man, it's nothing but
Well,
love. Hey, honestly, guys, if you don't have this man
beard.
favorited, please favorite him. Go check him out Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. To Men Take a Seat. It's a show you don't want to miss,
Yeah,
especially the
love you,
fellas in
man.
here.
Love
Check
you
it out.
guys.
Yo,
Appreciate you,
nothing but
brother.
love, bro.
All right.
Nothing but love. Brody has made an entrance as well. Brody, much love, bro. I appreciate you pulling up, man. If you want to hop into the box, man, we'll have a quick conversation. And we're having our first ever extended streaming 101. I love it.
And
What's going on? What's going on, brother? How you doing?
good, man. How's it going?
It's going good, bro. It's going good, man. I appreciate. I know you had something pop up, man. It's all gravy, man. I appreciate you still
Oh
pulling
no,
up.
yeah. I knew I was gonna have to be like on the later end, but I just didn't know. It actually worked out perfectly. I came in right on time.
Yeah,
I judged
Me
rap
and
battles this
Country,
time.
we had a really good conversation there about the family dynamics and stuff. And you yourself have been around that, man. You've had a lot of success. You got a lot of experience. You have one of the biggest families that I've seen on the app personally.
The biggest one.
Yeah, there you go. Lots of really, really good humans in MSL. And it's a pleasure to have you here. I'm part of it, and I just kind of wanted you to maybe come in and share a little bit of that experience and the success that you've had, because that's what I do here on this show. It's just about sharing it out for other people to kind of grab onto and levitate themselves, man, get themselves moving in the right direction. So why don't you share a little bit about your experiences on here and what brought you to streaming? And
Hell yeah, man. If there's anything specifically you want to know, you can go ahead and ask. I started streaming 4 years ago. A friend of mine, Nick Style, I played video games with him, and it was during the pandemic. And everybody was like on video games more than ever because people's jobs were shut down. We were locked inside, and he was like my go-to guy that I'd play with. We had like a group of 10 guys, 15 really, but we played 10 at a time, 5-on-5 basketball, and we were like a dynamic duo, like Jordan and Pippen. You can figure out which one I was. No, but anyway, all jokes aside, he wasn't on anymore. Like he just disappeared. And he hit me up and he's like, dude, get on the streaming stuff. And I was like, you're streaming, but you haven't been on the game. You know, everyone kind of equivalated streaming to gaming at that time. I didn't really know people streaming other things.
I was on Twitch. So I was there.
Yeah. So he was like, no, I'm streaming music. And we had already established we both play guitar and we played a lot of the same music and whatnot. But I hadn't played guitar in, years at that point. I freestyled with my friends. I was in a rap group and a rock band growing up. And I let all that stuff go like in my early 20s. Like I had to work and, pay bills and stuff. I played the bass too. And then, he got me in his stream and there's people vibing. He was playing music and my name was Johnny Blaze at the time. And they're all like, he's like, this is my friend in real life, guys. But we hadn't met in real life yet. But I'm telling some, I wish that I had communication with you and I would have posted this flyer because I would have had everyone from MSL in here right now. I'm telling
that's good, bro. You were in the streaming 101 chat. We did have you in there. We threw the flyer out.
Bro, I'm in like 100 group chats. It's the most hectic thing ever, bro. Like there's one group chat that I check every day and like 2 of the people in it aren't friends anymore. So that disappeared. And now I'm just like, the group chats for me are just like, it's like
next time I'll just send it direct.
Yeah, please, bro. Because we're friends. I understand having show admins. Like I've had that too, but like we have if I see a message from you pop up, like I'm reading that. But when it's like groups, I'm like, I'm prioritizing like the little time that I have to check it.
No, that's my bad, man. I should have reached out because I didn't really see there was no interaction in the group chat, so it should have been a kind of a notice to me. Hey, man, reach out personally next time.
Yeah,
next time we'll have you back
on. We could do this
on.
again. Yeah, we could do another episode or whatever, and I can get everyone to pull up and whatnot. But yeah, absolutely. Man. Long story short, I came in his box and people were all like, "Yeah, get Johnny Blaze in the box," and I got like a cash out in his box just hanging out there for one night, and I didn't know that how the app worked, the gifts and whatnot. Yeah, shout out Aloha. That's what I told to pull up right now. And it just led to me realizing like, oh man, like it was really just about the vibes on here. And it got me into playing guitar again. And, if I'm just going to tell like the story, like the short version, basically once that happened, then Nick, probably the first or second week I was on the app, he was in a talent contest on Hoopstream. And he was like by far the most talented person there, but he had showed up late and like got disqualified. But it was like, obviously he was the clear winner but he got disqualified. But whatever the case was, I remember seeing the show and kind of being like, I could do this, like I watched it and I was, and I think that's what it takes. And I think that that's the best thing. It wasn't like, it was like, man, I admired hoops. And he was actually the second person I ever favorited after Nick. And I'm like, this guy's in a wheelchair. He makes no excuses. Like he's on here killing it. And like, he already has his platform. All these people are here. And I envisioned it for myself. And then, fast forward, a couple years into my streaming, it was on March 1st, 2022. So it was about a little more than a year in, I started MSL. And I came to Aloha with the idea because, I'd say 90% of the families on here are about like an individual. It's like their name or something that revolves around their name. And then you had like at the time, the only family that I knew of was the man who just left the box, Big Country, who didn't have a family that was like around his name. It was TGK. And I was like, you know what? I want to do something like that where it's about music because my stream, a lot of comedians come by, a lot of people from all walks of life, but it was primarily like musicians. I'd started a game night and a lot of people would come to that game night and people were like, dude, this is more popping than any featured shows. And we didn't really have to follow the rules of it since it wasn't featured. So it was kind of crazy and messy, but like I'd open the date box and 20 people would be waiting because I do like scavenger hunts. And that later became the hunt with 11, that facet of my show. So I've kind of given little bits and pieces to what I was doing to other streamers and had them run with it and giving them their own shows. And, that's a big part of everything I think is like not gatekeeping, being someone who wants to show other people how nobody showed me. Because I saw hoops, but I remember it wasn't, like I'd get in his box a little bit. I was nobody on the app. So he kind of just probably looked at me like another person who was like hungry for whatever it is, But really, I wanted to do what he was doing. I have talent. I can play guitar. I can rap. And people are always like, why aren't you making music? Like, I would support you if you start. And I'm like, because I'm 35, that dream is kind of gone. I'm collaborating with artists, you know, getting on hip hop songs with my guitar. I make beats and I can really freestyle. If people have been in my stream, they know that, you know, I'm not like, people will tell me like, they're like, you're the best I've heard on the app. Yep. And I'll be like, well, you haven't heard Nico and Zerari. And I think Nico and Zerari are the two that have blown me away. But, you know, so I started this MSL thing March 1st, 2022. Aloha was like, I think it's a great idea. You should definitely do that. And at the time she was, you know, the person who I was going through a lot of stuff in life. Like I had one of my closest friends take his own life in January and of that year, 2022. And he designed a tattoo and put it on me himself that I'll have on me forever. And, you know, that to me was like a time when people were kind of encouraging me to get fucked up and just, you know, like weren't really like noticing how deeply hurt I was. And Aloha was someone who saw through the facade that I brought on the stream and was like, you okay? And like, you know, checked up on me. And one thing I really bonded with this guy over was music, you know, and then I had met Hawkeye early in my journey and I learned his story, how he lost his wife, all of his bandmates. I mean, this guy lost his brother, basically his brother's whole family. Like there's so much more to Hawkeye that people don't know. He's been through massive tragedies and he still has like the best attitude. He's so nice, kind to everyone. And music is what I could tell is like kept him going and coming to my stream and performing. Like I saw him, you know, in a different light. So I always highlighted him. Always to me, he's just a walking miracle and everyone could share in that sentiment. And he's really the person who inspired me to start it and my friend who had just passed away. And then Aloha just kind of solidified it and was like, you know, this is a great idea. So that day,
that's actual experience in life that kind of, you know, something you were going through that inspired you to, you know, want to have a community out there.
I've never told this story on the stream, bro. You know, this is the first time I really told this whole story. We can do it again, you know, like I said, down the line. I don't know if you're trying to get this show featured or I can really bring my crowd because I think, you know, a lot of my people would be interested to hear about it because I've never done this. But this will be like a warm up, like a short version.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. So, we definitely can do we'll do another family episode. 100%.
Yeah. So, you know, just that alone, you know, those people around me, I sent it out to 30 people that day and every single person who I sent it to put it in their name. So like MSL already, I looked around, I was like, this is already one of the top 2 families on the app. Like I looked, there was no one who had more names. And then like fire, bro, like a wildfire with wind in LA. And no, you know, I'm in LA, so that actually just happened. But it spread like that because not just me going places, but some of the dopest people that I knew were carrying that tag. And people who I don't even really talk to anymore, you know, we're spreading the message to people who I do still talk to. So even though I look at things as like a lesson and a blessing, sometimes people who aren't who you think they are and you're not meant to be around them, they'll introduce you through them. You'll find other people who you are. So it's still a blessing because something good came of that. And, you know, I just felt like already we had this powerhouse of talent and like I had all the funniest people that I know rocking it. And at the time, even like Trainwreck had it in his bio, like all these other people. I think we had like 10 top badges in it. In the first month, there was like 10 top badges rocking it. And now it doesn't really matter to me as much, but in my head, I was like, there's no one else doing this. And now if you look, there's over 100 people rocking it. And before the POF split, there was over 200 people. So a lot of those people's accounts, you know, they never really came back. But I don't think you can find any family that has over 100 people with that tag. It's not. I don't think it's something you could find. I think the other biggest growing family was the Mango fam. Hopefully, we can free Flow. I'm definitely
that's a big shout out to Flow, man. We love Flow around these parts, man. If you haven't sent an email in on Flow's behalf, please take 5 minutes out of your day. Send it. If you're a VIP, send it into VIP at Meet Me. If you're not a VIP, I think it's support at Meet Me. And send them an email. Just say, it's just a few words. Please reverse Flow's ban.
Facts. So yeah, man, I'm excited to do a longer version of this, you know, and really tell, you know, a full story. But you know, that's really what happened. You know, it just spread and people. you know, that's the first, and I want to say the only time that I really went and like asked people to join. If I see people coming in my stream every day, supporting me, whether it's through diamonds or just like, you know, supporting the stream, being there from start to finish. And then they'll give me hints. They'll be like, man, music saved my life, or just hints that I know. I'll be like, all right, if you want the tag, just say it and I'll give it to them. If I see like clear cut hints, but other than that, I don't give that tag away unless people ask me. And I get asked every single day by people to have the tag, or people will say, hey, I know this person, they're a musician, this and that, and I think they'd be a great representative. And I'm all for that, man. You don't need to have any clout. You don't even need to have a single diamond. A lot of people don't know that I'm a talent partner on the app. So I give out trending boosts to new streamers and returning streamers. Whenever I have a new musician that I find, I always offer it to them, because they're coming into a new place with no support. And that immediately brings them into a community where they're going to, harness some kind of support.
Absolutely. I love what you do on this app, man. Like, I've always had a respect for you, man, from afar for a little while, man, but more recently, a lot closer. And, I got nothing but kudos for you, man. I've watched what you've done since I've been here. I haven't been here as long as you have, but, since I've been on these apps, man, I have kept an eye on what you've been doing, man. You've got talent. You've got a good soul. Like, the ladies love you. You've got all the ingredients to have a good stream, man, and you do it.
I appreciate it on the regular. And I will say this, like, something that I would recommend everybody is not just to take somebody's word for something, because I was cool with Real Deal, and there was someone who tried to kind of put a wedge between that because they had their own issues. But it turned out that person was the common denominator in like 20 different things that they had thrown me in the middle of and been like, hey, I don't want you messing with this person. But then on the side, they're still messing with these people that they're telling me not to. And then when they're falling out, it's like it's their fault in all these situations. And then I come to find out that they're just not a loyal friend. And so everything that I was doing to kind of avoid Real Deal was at his expense, at my expense, at the hands of someone who was just a jealous, greedy person,
That part.
And at the end of the day, I'll never let that happen again. If somebody gives me advice about somebody, I'll watch them more closely, and I'll have, a shout out our guy right there.
That's it, man. Thank you, brother.
I'll keep my eye out, and I'll definitely, have my radar up. But I really realize we have to shape our own perceptions, And if there's certain people like him right there, if they tell me something, I'm gonna know, okay, something's up. There's something I should really
big facts, man. Big facts. And when we had our little split up or whatever there, where we weren't really chit chatting too much, man, I told you, man, and I actually spoke about this, that I didn't have MSL in my name for like 6 months, 9 months, because of that situation that had happened. But once you had kind of gotten your own perspective and your own viewpoint of who I am and the man that I am and the streamer that I am, that all changed.
I figured it out, man. It was just that, like, you're an awesome person who supports the people around you. I'm an awesome person who supports people around me. And this person was trying to hoard everything for themselves. And what they don't realize is the more that your community fucks with each other, the more you're going to exponentially grow to the point that no one can stop it. And we don't need gatekeepers in this community. The last thing that we need in our communities are gatekeepers who want to keep everything for themselves, who want to keep, whether it's the support, whether it's tools to help you succeed as streamers, no matter what it is, whether it's opportunities, those are the people who I don't want anything to do with.
I'm on board that ship with you, man. It's, like that, what you just talked about, supporting the people around us and, the people that got us to the positions that we're in. That's what the idea of this show came from. And the show came from that idea.
That's beautiful, bro. I love that concept. And I'd say the other person who I have to shout out, we already talked about him right here, but Masterpiece, I think, because I talked about the only family that I knew before MSL that wasn't about the individual was TGK. The only one that I know since MSL and that I support wholeheartedly and consider everyone that's part of that family to be part of MSL is HSR. So to me, that's not about facts. It's not the individual who made it. It's nothing to do with him. It's about the message that you're sending and people who believe in that message and coming together as a community and supporting each other. And, I couldn't be prouder, man, the community that we're all building. And that's someone else who I consider the antithesis of a gatekeeper, someone who'll give the shirt off his back and the back off his body to the people he loves and cares about. And, I just feel lucky and blessed to have people like him. Aloha, you're part of it now. You know what I'm saying? Again, never should have stopped. And like I said, it's a testament to shaping your own existence and not taking the words for people who, a lot of the time, these people, they're projecting their own stuff. If someone is always talking about other people, that says more about them. I want to be around people who are talking about growth, business ideas. How can we do better? Not people
movement forward,
Yeah.
forward, right? Going in a good direction. And while you're being uplifted by people that are around you, also putting that same energy into those same people. And I think that's, a really, really big concept that a lot of people miss on here.
Absolutely. I got to get going to Judge Rap Battles in just a second on Daniel's stream, but I'll say that quote actually reminds me of something that Masterpiece posted earlier that I had to repost. And then there's something else, not verbatim, that I had to post. And this is the biggest message I think to send, and it hit me hard. And this is something else that came from him that he posted was, the biggest flex is how many lives you positively impact. And I have this speech, maybe I'll play it, next time I come on here for this type of thing. But my friend Dave, who's in the band with Tom from Blink-182, gave like a 4-minute speech. It's like a 5-minute speech, but I missed the first minute last night. And I got emotional hearing him talk about it. And the biggest message behind it was, it's not about what you do, your success, whatever. It's about how you make people feel. And the way that he told me how I made him feel at his darkest moments, and people were echoing those sentiments, that's what hits hard. And those texts that I get during the day from people, man, I lost my family member, my dog, I'm going through this, health scare. And this was the first time that I laughed today in your stream, or this was the first time I felt myself being in your stream. That's made me know from the beginning that I'm on the right track. And I know there's people around me like you, like MP, Aloha, that get those messages every day. And that's what makes it worth it. When we feel like shit,
I can
you
totally
get on here feeling like shit, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to get on here and do this. And you know what I'm saying? You're brightening people's days and making it better.
I love it, man. And I love that you talked about it, because I absolutely resonate with it 100%. I have had countless messages from people that have said the exact same. Like, I just, being in your stream and being around your energy has made my day better. And, hearing the words that have come out of your mouth have impacted me in a way that I haven't felt before. Like that, it touches the heart, man. And I think that, like the diamonds and all the rest of that crap, it's all fun and it's all games, and we all enjoy it as streamers, man. But when you have these moments as a human being, where you have the ability to positively impact other people and other people's lives, that touches like there's not anything else, man. I love it, man. And you guys don't know this, man, hit this man with a favorite. MSL Brody, awesome dude, awesome streamer. He's got a bunch of stuff. If you were really, really quick before you go, why don't you plug your featured show, and if you have any events or anything coming up?
I do an open mic every Thursday night. It's at midnight East, late for some people, but I also advertise, Hawkeye's open mic on Wednesdays at 7 to 11 Eastern. We'll do this again, Jay. There'll be another one of these. It's better. I'll bring the whole crowd in here. But yeah, man, I just want to say, just to reiterate one more time, never just go by what someone says. Always check vibes, and vibes never lie. And every time I've ever come around Real Deal, it's been good vibes. All the people that we have that are mutual friends, it's a testament to that we have the same, circle and whatnot. Nothing but love.
That part, man. Nothing but love, bro. I appreciate you. Man, this is the first ever extended version of Streaming 101. It's been an absolute pleasure to have Brody in here. TGK Big Country was in the building earlier. I got nothing but love for these men. Please make sure that you guys go and show them some love. Hit them with favorites. Go check out their shows. TGK Country has a feature approved show, Men Take a Seat, every Friday night just before mine, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Brody's doing his open mic Thursday nights, midnight. And we're also promoting Hawkeye's new open mic as well, man. Hawkeye is a pretty astounding human. You guys should go and check him out if you haven't. I've had the pleasure of interacting with him quite a bit, and he's great beefs, man. So Wednesday night, Brody, you said, or Aloha, if somebody could plug the time in the chat there, that way people know what time Wednesday nights he's doing his open mic. I might have to come and check that out and get in on the mix. Awesome show, guys. I appreciate everybody that's come out. Streaming 101 every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Real Deal. That's a wrap.